Welcome to English Practice Every Day. Today, we will learn these 10 strong gerund noun collocations suitable for intermediate level English learners and practice them with simple sentences. After practice, we will read aloud a short story using all these collocations to understand them better in context. Let's start. Please speak out loud with me as we practice. 1. Falling prices. Falling prices is a phrase often used in business or economics. Falling prices is often used in business or economics. The market responded to falling prices of oil. The market responded to falling prices of oil. Falling prices led to increased competition among retailers. Falling prices led to increased competition among retailers. Investors are cautious amid falling prices in the technology sector. Investors are cautious amid falling prices in the technology sector. The company's profits declined due to falling prices of raw materials. The company's profits declined due to falling prices of raw materials. 2. Rising tension. Rising tension is a phrase common in political or social contexts. Rising tension is common in political or social contexts. Rising tension between the two countries led to negotiations. Rising tension between the two countries led to negotiations. Political analysts warned of rising tension ahead of the election. Political analysts warned of rising tension ahead of the election. Rising tension between protesters and police resulted in a curfew. Rising tension between protesters and police resulted in a curfew. There is rising tension over trade policies between the two nations. There is rising tension over trade policies between the two nations. 3. Running water. Running water is a phrase of everyday use, which is used literally. Running water is a phrase of everyday use used literally. We had no electricity or running water after the storm. We had no electricity or running water after the storm. I washed my hands under the running water at the sink. I washed my hands under the running water at the sink. The campsite lacked running water, so we brought our own. The campsite lacked running water, so we brought our own. The village received funding to provide homes with running water. The village received funding to provide homes with running water. 4. Breaking news. Breaking news is a phrase media-related, refers to newly reported events. Breaking news is media-related, refers to newly reported events. We interrupt this program for breaking news. We interrupt this program for breaking news. The station cut to breaking news about the earthquake. The station cut to breaking news about the earthquake. We received breaking news of the president's resignation. We received breaking news of the president's resignation. The journalist reported live during the breaking news event. The journalist reported live during the breaking news event. 5. Leading cause. Leading cause is a phrase common in health, science, and research. Leading cause is common in health, science, and research. Smoking is a leading cause of preventable death. Smoking is a leading cause of preventable death. Poor diet remains a leading cause of heart disease. Poor diet remains a leading cause of heart disease. Distracted driving is a leading cause of road accidents. Distracted driving is a leading cause of road accidents. Air pollution has become a leading cause of respiratory issues. Air pollution has become a leading cause of respiratory issues. 6. Waning interest. Waning interest is a phrase used when people are losing enthusiasm. Waning interest is used when people are losing enthusiasm. There is waning interest in the old TV series. There is waning interest in the old TV series. There is waning interest in the once popular game. There is waning interest in the once popular game. Waning interest in the project led to reduced funding. Waning interest in the project led to reduced funding. Investors are showing waning interest in the startup sector. Investors are showing waning interest in the startup sector. 7. Ongoing debate. Ongoing debate is a phrase that means a discussion that continues over time. Ongoing debate means a discussion that continues over time. There is an ongoing debate about online privacy. There is an ongoing debate about online privacy. An ongoing debate surrounds the safety of the new vaccine. An ongoing debate surrounds the safety of the new vaccine. Climate change continues to be the focus of ongoing debate. Climate change continues to be the focus of ongoing debate. The ongoing debate about education reform has polarized lawmakers. The ongoing debate about education reform has polarized lawmakers. 8. Living conditions. Living conditions is a phrase that refers to how people live, health, housing, etc. Living conditions refers to how people live, health, housing, etc. The charity works to improve living conditions in slums. The charity works to improve living conditions in slums. Refugees face harsh living conditions in overcrowded camps. Refugees face harsh living conditions in overcrowded camps. Many elderly people suffer due to inadequate living conditions. Many elderly people suffer due to inadequate living conditions. The government aims to improve living conditions in rural areas. The government aims to improve living conditions in rural areas. 9. Growing concern. Growing concern is a phrase used to describe increasing worry. Growing concern is used to describe increasing worry. There is growing concern about climate change. There is growing concern about climate change. Parents have expressed growing concern over school safety. Parents have expressed growing concern over school safety. There is growing concern about the spread of misinformation. There is growing concern about the spread of misinformation. Scientists have voiced growing concern about rising sea levels. Scientists have voiced growing concern about rising sea levels. 10. Changing climate. Changing climate is a phrase used literally and figuratively. Changing climate is used literally and figuratively. The changing climate affects crop production. The changing climate affects crop production. Polar bears are at risk due to the changing climate. Polar bears are at risk due to the changing climate. The changing climate poses a threat to biodiversity. The changing climate poses a threat to biodiversity. The changing climate is affecting global weather patterns. The changing climate is affecting global weather patterns. That's the end of our practice session. Let's now read aloud a short story using all these collocations in a proper context. Title of the story: A Village in Change. Maria lived in a small village in the mountains. Life there was quiet and peaceful, but things were changing. The villagers had no running water. Every morning, Maria walked to the river with a bucket. It was cold and tiring. She dreamed of having running water at home, like people in the city. One day, some government workers visited the village. They said they wanted to improve the living conditions. They planned to build a water system and a small health clinic. At first, the villagers were happy, but soon there was growing concern. Some people worried that the government would take their land. Others feared that strangers would change their way of life. There was an ongoing debate at the town square. Some villagers supported the plan, others did not. Maria listened quietly. She was unsure. Meanwhile, the weather was different that year. The winters were shorter and the summers were hotter. The crops did not grow well. The old farmer said it was the changing climate. Without enough food to sell, many families had less money. They noticed falling prices at the market. It was harder to earn a living. Maria's father became sick. The village had no doctor. Her family had to walk for hours to reach the nearest hospital. The doctor there said the illness was caused by poor water and bad food. He explained that this was the leading cause of many health problems in rural areas. That night, Maria heard the radio. The announcer interrupted the program with breaking news. There had been a protest in the city. People were demanding better health care and clean water for villages. The next morning, Maria saw two men arguing outside. One wanted the government to stay out of their land. The other said they needed help. There was rising tension in the village. Maria noticed something else. The village children didn't play outside like they used to. Her brother stopped going to town meetings. There was waning interest in village life. One day, more government workers returned. This time, they brought engineers. They started digging and laying pipes. Some villagers still protested, but most stayed quiet. A month later, the tap in Maria's kitchen turned on. For the first time, she had clean running water at home. She smiled. The health clinic opened soon after. Her father got medicine. He began to feel better. The village school got new books and supplies. The teacher came to talk about the changing climate and how to protect the environment. Children listened carefully. Farmers learned new ways to grow crops even with less rain. Slowly, falling prices at the market began to rise again. Maria's village was changing. Not everyone agreed on everything, and the ongoing debate continued, but life was improving. Maria still remembered the days when things were hard, but now there was hope. She looked at the clean water, her healthy father, and the children laughing outside. Despite the past rising tension and waning interest, the village had found a way forward. End of story. That's all for this collocations practice session. Keep practicing these collocations in your daily conversations to reinforce your learning. Bye for now.